What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I know you guys don't see a motor in here. This is not my girl's car, don't worry. It's my boy Brandon's car. I'm doing what's it called, finishing up his car because he put IAG fuel rails and he didn't know how to route them. I guess the guy before him routed them differently, but I routed a certain way. This will always work, so I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown on what I did. Also, we put the Cop 20G on, the one that was on my car, on this one. He took it off my hand, so I mean, it's gonna go to good home. It's about to make some real power with some Tomei headers, green speed up pipe, well, 38mm wastegates over there. Turbo smart blow valve. We're gonna convert this to a blow valve also. But what you guys came here for is the IAG fuel rails. So of course, if you don't know how to put fuel rails on, then it's pretty straightforward. You put the injectors on, and then the bolts on, and little spacers on. This, if you guys don't know how to do this, literally the exact same thing as the Cobb fuel rail. So just go look at Cobb fuel rails and lines install, and then it'll show you how to mount these on. Sorry I didn't get to show you guys because he already had these on. I didn't have to take them off or anything. But anyways, so I kind of routed this the exact same way as the Cobb one would. We just routed it differently. So the back one's right here, coming from the back. This is the back of the motor. This is going to be the feed portion. So that's going to be this hose right here. So it's going to come from this back side and that back side, and then it's going to go into this T right here. And then you got this little end fitting, whatnot. Also, so this part for this feed, like I said, back of the head, both fuel rails. It's gonna go to this little guy right here, fuel pressure sensor from Cobb, and it's just gonna plug in there like so, and then it should be fine. And then for the return line, which is going to be from the front of the motor, this one, and then you can see that fuel rails, and well, let me show you guys this side actually. Fuel rails coming from this side, and it goes down there into a T also, so both sides come together to the T, and it's going to come out through the back just like the other one. Anyways, coming through the back side to this line, like I said, it looks exactly identical to this one, but just of course it's gonna go to the front line, to the front of the fuel rails, so as you could say. But this is gonna be the return line. So I found this AN fitting. I know it looks all Yankee and shit. It's just temporary for now till the new one comes in, just for video purposes only. I'm gonna get the actual one where it looks like these. I'll buy some. I'll buy one actually. I just found it just for purpose, yeah, so like cut this line perfectly. So it's a little shorter than that one because I cut it too. So it's gonna go from there to, you guys can get this online. It's the, what's it called, fuel rail to E85 sensor on Rally Sport, and then it's literally that line, and it literally has AN fittings already on it, so you don't gotta do much on it. And then from that one, from that line, it's gonna go to this fitting, which also comes in the kit when you get that line. So it's gonna go to here, E85 sensor, and then from E85 sensor up to the fuel pressure regulator, up, and then back to the return line. And then this little guy right here, I haven't plugged it in yet because it's not in the car, but this hose, it's gonna give it to you with the fuel pressure regulator. This is gonna tap into your blow valve. So they give you a T, they give you a little T fitting for that one too when you buy that. Whoops. And Brandon cut the original line. As you can see that, cut the original line and then put this one in there, blow valve, and then like I said, the little other vacuum line's gonna go in here, and this is gonna go to the blow valve, like I said. On mine, I didn't do this. For mine, just the original hose, and then I put the T on one side, and then the other side on the other side, and then you grab a little extra piece of hose to put on the blow valve, so you don't have to cut the OEM factory line. I mean, you can, but if you're trying to go back to stock ever, you're gonna have to replace this whole entire line or find a little fitting that goes straight up and down. But it's up to you guys what you guys want to do with that. I mean, yeah, that's how. I mean, it's, like I said, pretty straightforward. I literally routed it the same as I would the Cobb fuel rails. With the Cobb fuel rails, they already come lines pre-made. This one unfortunately didn't. I'm guessing it didn't. From what I know, he did. I mean, when I got the car, he already had the T fittings on there and whatnot. I mean, he just, like I said, he didn't really know how to fully route it, so I had to take over, and also doing the clutch also on it. I mean, look at this guy. Can you guys tell he likes to launch it a lot? But yeah. So yeah. Also, it's a lot easier to take the manifold off, so it's literally just a bunch of 10s. Take them all out. It's gonna be 1/12 down here, and I think 3/12 under the manifold that's holding the harness in. There's gonna be a little, like, for the stock inlet, it's gonna be like a little Allen wrench right here. I mean, Allen screw right there. And also for the inlet, just put the hoses on. Why not? Literally, just match the stock inlet, and then you'll be okay. What's up, guys? Sorry, I didn't finish the video the other day because my camera audio sucks now. I don't know what happened to it. Like, it just literally stopped working. I literally picked up the camera the other day and tried to finish it off, but didn't do it. So I'm gonna just kind of show you guys basic rundown on what I did. Right now I'm using my iPhone as a microphone because the new microphones don't come in until later, so we'll see. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So pretty much I didn't end up using that fitting that I was saying I was going to use for the, what's it called, for one of the fuel lines, because, you know, he was on the budget. He said how to pay another like $1,200 on the tune, and what's it called, it's IAT sensor, I believe it's called, some shit like that. I forgot the name of it, throwing a blank right now, but he had to get that alongside with the tune, of course, 9185. So, you know, he didn't want to spend that much money, so I said, you know what, if it works, we'll leave it. If it doesn't, then, you know, we'll change it, but keep an eye on it. So right now he has that one still good, not leaking. He ended up pushing 427 wheel and like 440 torque, I believe, some shit like that, which is pretty fast, you know, more than I did in the 20G with my stock inlet and whatnot. But also, like I said, it's not really safe pushing that much power on a stock motor. But, you know, we'll see how long his lasts. You know, he's already thinking about putting the built motor in it, so I don't think he's too worried about it. So, anyways, like I was saying, so from that line, it went to the E85 sensor, so it's the return line. So, like I said, since he has the T fittings, I have Y fittings. I don't know if you can see that. It goes from the Y fitting, go T fitting, and the IAG ones. And they go straight to that line, which is the one I told you guys to get off like Cobb, or not Cobb, Rally Sport. It goes into the 85 sensor, which is the exact same fitting too. And then from the 85 sensor to the fuel pressure regulator is this line right here. I don't know if you can see that real good, but it goes in there to the 85 sensor. And then, of course, the return into the third one, which is pretty much this line. That's the return, and this is the feed. So to go feed, fuel pressure sensor. You can have it here, you can have it over here. I chose it over here because, you know, it's easier. I mean, either or. But if you have a top mount, it's a lot easier to put it over here, which that's what I had to begin with when I first started with the 85 kits. I put it over there. You know, so you have a front mount, you can put it down there. Either way you choose, doesn't really matter where you put it at, as long as you put it in there. And let's go from there back again to the other Y, which is going to go to the fuel rails. So I already kind of explained that, how everything goes, but yeah, that's pretty much how you run them. Literally exact same setup, even though these are Cobb, these are pre-made lines. So I mean, you get that, or you get the IAG ones that get creative on how you want to run them. This one has one specific way to run them, which, you know, kind of a pain in the ass for stock location turbo, especially because these lines are kind of like, let me see if I can find one. But they're kind of like the insulation, I guess, is kind of like hard. So don't bend the cob ones too much. You'll be getting cob, but if you get an IAG ones, they're kind of more flexible, so you can literally do whatever. Anyways, so that's how you run them. For stock fuel rails from the tank back to the front of the car. Video coming up soon. You know, I'm getting rid of those, and I'm going straight with AN lines all the way through with a dual pump setup, which is what I have over here. Hold on, let me turn this light on actually. So, whoops. See that? AN lines, dual radium pumps. I got 2 of them, one for me, one for Grateful STI. You know, he's the one that kind of made me send it all the way. And then a bunch of fittings, bunch of vibro fittings and more lines. So yeah, that's pretty much, what's it called? That's going for another video, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna be pushing this car a little further more. Hoping for 500, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what we can do with it. Hopefully my clutch's not, you know, slipping too much or anything. But let's see. Let's get this thing, make some real power, you know. But anyways, back to what I was saying. That's how you guys do it. If you guys have any questions, like I said, go to the Cobb, what's it called? Fuel rail and line install. It's literally the exact same thing as what I did on Brandon's car. He has the IAG rails, literally exact same thing. Just as long as you have an in and an out with fuel rails, and then back into the stock fuel rails, then you know you guys should be good. Aside from that, I think that's about it. So again, sorry I didn't get to upload this video a long time ago because mic issues on this camera. So right now, like I said, using microphone from my iPhone. So, and I was trying to wait for some other microphones, doing some research, but I finally bought some today, which should be here probably end of next week or so. So we'll see about that. So I'll probably do a little review on it too, so you guys can see which ones I got. So yeah, hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you guys understood and you guys liked it. Comment if you guys have any questions. Share if you guys want, and subscribe for more videos, because like I said, I'm doing the, what's it called, the dual pump radium system with like AN lines everywhere. So alright guys, catch you guys in the next one.